Hey, my name is Maggie, and I've been learning about Buteyko with Sasha for about 5 months now, and it's been a really great experience in which I've learned so much about how the body works, about my health. I'm one of those people that has had a chronic condition that doctors just can't pinpoint. I've been on a ton of different protocols and diets and medication, and nothing's really worked. Nothing's really pushed the needle. Nothing's really made a big difference, really. And Buteyko was one of the things that felt like it just shifted my understanding of how the body works. And it did a few interesting things for me. I love having a way to measure my health. And I have this giant Excel sheet where I track my 87 symptoms, and I try to track to see if the pressure, the atmospheric pressure and the temperature or the humidity or my period or whatever has an impact, to try to figure out where I am and how I'm going to feel. And Buteyko has really given me a really simple way to measure my state and what the next few days are going to look like for me. And I love that it's so simple, so fast, it's free. You can literally do it in your house as many times as you want, and it takes seconds for you to measure it. And just measuring your PMP can give you so much information about what you're like. And sometimes I'd get a really low number and I'd feel great. And I was like, this is interesting, and I would feel fine. But then I'd know that in a couple days or so, I was gonna start feeling not great. And it was a good way for me to proactively understand that maybe things had shifted in my body and that I could support myself through diet or additional exercises or something. And it was invaluable to have Sasha there with me. She is so knowledgeable and so legit. As far as Buteyko goes, she was there. She traveled there. She has studied so much and has had first-hand account contact and research with the people who started this movement. And she's seen so many patients, and she is such a stellar, kind human. She's so involved. Whenever I'd write her, and she'd be incentivizing me to type up progress reports and tell her how I was doing and to ask for help. And she was like, you're really not taking advantage of me, talk to me, tell me what's going on. She was really involved in them whenever I would. And whenever I would be stressed or scared, whether it was because of craniosepsis, that is a more evolved, concept of Buteyko, she was so awesome in not only making the time to be there for me, to schedule a full session, to talk to me about my results and what that could mean and what I could do, but she even went as far as to ask her own personal dentist about my case and what they would recommend and what I could do. I really felt something that I think is so important that we a lot of times don't get from the medical industry, which is having a practitioner who very personally cares and tries and doesn't downplay your symptoms or your stress or your concern about what to do. And that has been also amazing and so important to me. So I both really value everything I learned and all of the knowledge I gained from this program, but probably just as much, I value the relationship that I created with Sasha and knowing that she was in my corner to support me and help guide me. I do want to say that learning how to breathe has been interesting because I think it's similar to learning how to care for your body's health or care for your diet. It's not a thing where you eat a healthy meal once and then you're cured, or you go to the gym one day and then you're healthy and strong and muscly, right? It's a practice. So I really don't want people to think that It's like you do it for a couple months or a few weeks and then it's fixed. It'll take you a few weeks to learn to feel in your body what healthy breathing feels like, what improved vitality and health feels like, how to get there, how to measure, how to interpret your own numbers to get your body to a place where it's relaxed and healthy and working better. But if you stop practicing, you'll go back. Like if you stop doing a healthy diet, you're gonna gain weight. If you stop going to the gym, you're gonna lose your progress. So I think that's also very important too, to know this is a journey, and it just happened to me where I had a crazy journey where I started, I think around 10 seconds of PMP, and I made it all the way to something like 60 or 77, I think, has been my top of all time. And I was feeling great. And then I went on a travel for a few weeks, and it was about a month of travel that really, it happens. And I think it's also important to plan for things not going perfect, and to know and accept that holidays happen, or accidents, or things we don't plan for, or it's not a linear, I guess, progress is what I mean. And to understand and accept that that'll happen. But even though I'm back to an under 20-second PMP right now, I know how to get my body and myself to higher numbers. I have a lot of peace and confidence in myself and my knowledge of Buteyko to know how to get me back there. And I feel the resilience and the inner strength. I feel more confidence in my own body, because chronic illness is really stressful, and it's really debilitating in not knowing how you're going to feel. Or at least for me, if someone asked me to hang out the next week, I would probably say yes, but I would be worried the whole time because I wouldn't know whether I was going to be having a good day or a bad day. And sometimes I would have a good week and then a bad month, and I couldn't plan for it. I couldn't gauge, I couldn't commit to things and know that my body was going to be able to pull that through. So it's given me a lot of confidence to understand my body, where I am and where I'll probably be. And that is very valuable for me, for my career, for my relationships, and for my own peace. So I'm very grateful, and I'm not cured. I'm not perfect now and happy and everything is solved. It's not like that. I'm in my journey, and I think I've made some important steps. I'm definitely going to stick with this, and I'm excited to be able to join Sasha's community and hopefully continue to learn and improve and heal. So I highly recommend it, and my only advice would be to be patient with yourself, patient with your body, and to go into it knowing that it's a practice and a way of life, and to know that it's not magic. It kind of doesn't work on its own. But Sasha is a wonderful guide because, for example, there are diet considerations and there are other types of considerations. So Sasha is very knowledgeable in understanding how to create the best possible combination of practices that will allow your body and your CO2 to build in a way that helps your body heal. So I'm so excited for you to take on this journey if you feel called to it, and to learn how to support your body to heal itself. I've always had this belief that the body is super wise and knows exactly what to do and exactly how to heal itself if you just help it be in the position where it can do that. And I think Buteyko is one of those things that is simple and subtle, but if you can support your body, then your body will just heal and everything will get better. So good luck.